Hello everyone, welcome to MHJ in the Garden. Today we are here in Karen's cottage garden. Just a beautiful little chic, shabby chic garden. So Karen, tell me all about your garden.
Well, I love flowers. I love the colors and different varieties. Some of the plants have come from friends. Some of them I've started from seeds that I've done and redone. You know, the zinnias have been the same from the same seeds for a while. The clary sage, those started from seeds given to me by a dear friend, Karen. Bee balm, that was given to me by a friend.
Look, bee balm is so healthy looking.
Yeah, it looks good right now. It kind of was bad, and then I cut it way back, and now it's kind of.
Look at the size of your dahlias.
So that came from the plant exchange at the garden club, one of the ladies. I had no idea that it was going to get that tall.
Wow.
She had said it would get tall, but next year when I plant it, I'm going to make a cage because it keeps falling over and breaking. But the flowers are so pretty.
Gorgeous, gorgeous flowers.
Yes.
This is Miss Manna, right?
It is called the obedient plant.
Yes, Miss Manna. Miss Manna.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that also came from a garden club member. Started out with one stem, and as you can see, it's spread way out.
This is such a beautiful plant. That's why it's called an obedient plant. It's because you put it this way, it goes one way. You put it another way, it goes another way. It's literally, it's called the obedient because it obeys you what you are supposed to do. And look at the zinnias you have here. Wow.
Like I said, those have been seeds that I've I probably have reseeded from plants from 5 or 6 years ago.
And one of the beautiful things about the zinnias, Karen, you probably noticed, they are great for cut flowers.
Yes.
So when you cut, you see how all of these guys are still growing? But you will want to cut down here, then you will have more coming up, you know?
The tree stump is from one of the trees that fell down back here. They are locust trees, which is a native tree, but they don't have a very good root system. When wind comes through here, they have a tendency to break and fall down. So when we had the storm last week, 3 of them fell down. I just thought it was interesting. To me, it looks like the sunshine. Even though it's not yellow, I see the sun and its rays. So I said to my husband, I want that in my garden. He said, you what? But he did comply, put it in for me.
What species of lavender is this one?
I do not know.
Okay.
It was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge. I just pruned it with fingers crossed that they say you can trim it back, and I really did.
Oh, it's excellent. The smell. So do you use it for like tea, or lavender tea?
I do not. I use it more for potpourri and just
Okay.
sitting around. I don't. And the stems, after I take the flowers off the stems, I crush them and put them in the chicken coop with the smell. And as you can see,
Johnny jump
they're jumping up all over. I've never had so many. They're just everywhere.
And there's lovely succulent here, you know? Brown color.
Yes. This had taken over the whole side. I had to pull some of that out.
Yeah, it's a little much. Oh, it's a little solar fountain there in the garden.
Yes, it's pretty at night. It lights up.
Oh.
It's light.
That's beautiful, Karen. Yeah. I like the way you use your tower to put your vintage and your chickens in there.
Yeah, they've done well in that this year. So,
Wow. This is just the right size garden for you.
yes. The bird bath is usually very busy. We keep it going in the winter. We have a heater that would keep it from freezing over. And bluebirds are our passion. Sometimes 3 and 4 will come at a time and get in the bird bath, and that's really exciting. But they make a mess, you know, they splash and make the water dirty. But it is a bird bath. That brings a lot of fun and joy. I like old things. I got these at yard sales, an old bike. I was looking for an old coaster bike just to decorate, and an old wagon. And I like putting my plants in. I just think they're cute, so I change it around for the seasons.
One of the lovely things about small-scale garden is that you can have a lot of little whimsical things in it to make it come out and so beautiful. So yeah, more attractions you can have in the garden that are whimsical.
As you can see, I use a lot of glass. I get them at yard sales, and at night they all have solar lights in them. So at night they all shine.
Beautiful. This must be very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the fountain?
That's just from clothes, but I did something a little different. It came with a bucket. The bucket would fill and dump, but it wouldn't work. So I built that from some plates. Beautiful. And the birds come and bathe. That's really
Nice. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, so we can see how hot or cold it is from the house.
Yes. Another beautiful bird bath. Yeah, with your animal fingers in between. And then gorgeous plates. Now, Karen, did you make these plates yourself? I know
Yes.
the craft you're involved in.
Yes,
Beautiful job.
together. I take them in the winter because
Go in and freeze it.
sometimes if it's a real windy day, I'll bring them in.
What about the coleus back there? Do you bring the coleus in?
I have these will be the first coleus I've had, so I haven't brought any in yet, but I think I will be bringing them in because they are pretty.
Beautiful. Oh, the color coordination right back there looks so good. Got the orange and the cream and the variegated coleus. Oh, they're just so beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
This is the tire garden, or redneck garden, because every country girl needs a redneck garden. We didn't know what to do with the tires, so we made a garden. And actually it works out pretty good.
These marigolds are so beautiful.
Yeah,
Wow.
they like the tires.
Aww.
This is starting to fall over a little
No,
bit.
you see them.
Yes, but
Never die, I see them. And it complements very nicely with your coleus
it
again.
is, yes.
Yeah.
And they got beat up from the storm.
Oh, they're doing really well, though. And then it's like a little butterfly
Yeah,
wing.
he needs to be repainted. He gets to get a new paint job next year.
This area is actually a beautiful area for Karen because that's where she encourages the bluebirds to come in and fly.
Where these poles are, we put up bluebird houses.
That's it.
We took them down because we don't want to leave them up all winter. But they come in March, and usually they might have 1 or 2 nests a year. But we also get a lot of tree swallows, which is also a native bird.
Yeah.
They eat a lot of bugs. So.
Yeah. I do want to say that Karen is also part of the Littlestown Area Garden Club.
Oh, yes,
So
very much.
she informs us about what's going on from one stage to the next. The bluebirds have come. Oh, they're nesting now. Oh, there are the eggs. Oh, the babies are here. So we're also excited to get all the news from Karen about the bluebirds, the babies, birds, you know. Yeah, it's just been a wonderful time to just enjoy the garden. Thank you, Karen. But we'll go and see a little bit more.
Okay. These are a couple rose bushes here. They look a little worn, and lots of marigolds. And I think there might be a bunny that has babies in here. Actually, the bunny is an enemy, but they're so cute. So we leave them alone and fence the vegetable garden.
Thank you, Karen, for providing a place for the bunnies, you know? And your roses, oh, the smell was heavenly. I really
Thank
love
you.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I want to say thanks again because in the early spring, you invited me into your garden to collect the seedlings from the marigolds. And your marigolds is as if I didn't take anything out of your garden. Look how beautiful it is.
They come
you
up
know?
on their own every year. I have tons of marigolds.
This time of the year, it just brings that autumn color out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
think this is the second, about 4 years now. It's come
back again.
Yeah, isn't it pretty?
Oh, the smell is gorgeous. Oh, this is a lovely plant, the amaranthus. Congratulations, Karen, for growing it in your garden.
I had no idea what it was.
And it makes great bouquets for cut flowers, and then it produces these tiny little seeds that you can use in your food when cooking as well. I just love the way it is. It's so easy to grow. Even if you were to cut off a stem and put it in some water, it will start to shoot roots. Yeah. Or if you took it and just put it straight into soil, it will start growing. I have experimented with it at home. But right now, a little piece is growing. It is really a super easy plant to grow for the summertime. Anybody who says they have black thumb, well, you will have green thumb after this one.
So these are stepping stones. Emily made the pretty blue one, and then the others Karen and I made.
Aww.
And these are from the clary sage leaves.
One of the joys of working with the garden club, we do exchange plants. So what I have in my garden that might be interesting, I bring it to the club, and then the club, another member might have something very interesting. So Karen Garden is blending really nicely with these beautiful autumn marigold colors. And then you come right to the corner, right here you have the blanket flower. And this was one of the exchange from the club members. Anything special about the blanket flower, Karen would like to say?
No, it's just, I like those colors. I like fall colors. It blooms just continuously. I usually deadhead them. It's a nice plant.
I actually thought this was an annual salvia.
It comes up every year. It looks a little bad, like I said, from the storm, but I was going to cut them back.
They look great to me because I've never seen it as tall as that. I use them for my cut flower bouquet, so perhaps I don't give them a chance to grow. So
Yeah,
I
these
just
always-
cut them all the time. This is a beautiful hike, and just look at that.
And they all come back.
Nice. Oh my, the colors are so gorgeous. And then this is your columbine.
Yes.
Nice columbine. What colors are they?
It's like a burgundy color. It's very pretty.
Do you save the seeds?
No, I just let it do its thing because I started with one,
Right.
and now I have about a half a dozen.
Now, this garden has been set up as an annual garden where Karen has the freedom to plant her annual plants, but then 1 or 2 perennials are in there, so it just doesn't look so bad. Karen, can you tell us a little bit more about this garden?
So all the scarlet sage or salvia reseeds itself. So every year I just come out and dig them up and put them where I want them to be. And the same with the vincas. They all reseed themselves. The wave petunias were damaged by the hailstorm last week, and I'm hoping that they'll have enough time to kind of come back because they were beautiful.
What particular?
That's a red daylily. It's kind of red with an orangey kind of center.
One here, one there, and then another one here. And then, oh, the garden is laid out beautifully.
This is my old bucket garden. I had a lot of old galvanized buckets, and I have seen pictures of where people do this topsy-tipsy-turvy thing. So my husband drilled holes in the buckets and we put a copper pipe through and we got this. I like using old things and utilizing them in my gardens. I just think that's a lot of fun.
What I love about this garden is that you have layers. You start at the ground cover level, you have the juncas, you go next to the shrub level, the tiny little annuals, you have the marigolds and whatnot. Then you have the tree level with some beautiful pines all around. And then the garden feeds you. The garden feeds you through a vegetable garden, which most have been harvested now. And then you get the animal husbandry as well. Have a little farmette along the side here where the chickens Karen can get her nice eggs from. When the garden works for you, it is so wonderful because the ground is happy. It can give you back things, you know, like beautiful flowers to enjoy, beautiful friends to come and visit the garden and see, food to eat, eggs to fry. So you and the garden are in tune together. The garden is talking to you and you're talking back to it. You maintain the garden, you weed the garden, care for the garden, and when you sit in the garden, you feel like this truly is
My happy
my
place.
happy place. The garden is our happy place.